He beat him in a boxing match, and then he went ahead and said, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and they're kind of hard to blow up.
Yeah. Just continue, bro. Just continue.
What's up? Welcome to the PinkCoffee podcast. I'm your host Nasser.
And I'm your host Josef. And today we're gonna talk about something really nice.
Yeah, today is the day where we talk about YouTube, because I haven't actually talked about YouTube on this podcast before.
And we did mention it a little.
Yeah, we mentioned a couple of things about YouTube, but we haven't really gone into the whole YouTube system and the people that are in it. But you know, one thing that is kind of interesting is that I have actually done my university thesis about YouTube. Mm-hmm. So I have some experiences about YouTube. Obviously, I have this channel and I had it for a long time as well. Okay, first off, like, what's the first time you actually found out about YouTube and what did you see on it? Because thinking about YouTube now and back in the day, it's very different.
I would say probably the first video that I remember, like first videos that I remember are like Charlie Beat Me and the Crazy Frog, you know?
Yeah.
Those are like the two things that I remember.
Crazy Frog,
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the two things that I remember when I was like really little.
Yeah.
That I watched.
But back in the day, like I used to also like watch YouTube just for like funny videos, comedies, and cats falling or whatever, like that kind of stuff. But
the thing is, that's not really the YouTube that we watch nowadays, in a way.
Yeah, nowadays it's more based on channels.
Yeah.
And people that actually you subscribe to and you want to watch their content. Back in the day, it was like just random. You didn't even know who the channel belongs to, you know?
Yeah. What was your first creator you actually like started watching?
First actual creator I started watching was this one guy called Gronk. He's a German Let's Play channel. He plays games and stuff. He used to play Minecraft, so I used to watch him play Minecraft in like 2010. Or like before that, even 2009, and he was my favorite. I swear to God, like that was where I remember just falling in love with Minecraft and YouTube.
My first channel that I ever like actually watched was Pewdiepie.
Actually, Pewdiepie.
Yeah, like
back in the day.
Of course, I watched some like maybe accidentally some other creators, but the first creator that I remember what I watched was Pewdiepie. It was in the days when he was actually playing most of the games.
The scary games.
Amnesia
and something
I literally like started watching him when he's like ended playing Amnesia.
Okay, because I actually have started. I started watching PewDiePie when he was in the. How's it going, bros? My name's PewDiePie. But I was like not the early days like you. It was kind of later. It was like 2014. I think about that when he started playing like random games and stuff.
From PewDiePie, I just started like. I just watched PewDiePie for the most of the time, but then I like found out kind of small channels. Well, back in the day they were small channels. There was this one channel that played Garry's Mod. I'm still subscribed to it till today. And
till this day,
Venturian Tales, something like that. It's a really nice channel.
Right.
I don't know, like I really liked Garry's Mod and stuff back in the day.
And like I realized, obviously, we all know that YouTube has changed a lot since when it was introduced, but stuff like, for an example, back in the day, I used to watch like One Piece episodes on YouTube, which is nowadays you can't do that because you get copyright strike and stuff. But there was this random channels that would upload like One Piece episode 1, you watch it, One Piece episode 2, and like probably also like movies, like Jackie Chan and stuff like that. You know, like just watching the movies on YouTube, which nowadays obviously you can't do that anymore. So it was much more of a free. I remember when they used to say broadcast yourself.
Yeah.
YouTube broadcast yourself. They don't say that anymore.
The thing is like YouTube back in the day didn't really have any like super guidelines and stuff, you know. It was you could literally go to YouTube and do whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
Even like really like controversial stuff and stuff like that was like okay back then.
Very edgy content.
Yeah.
Like, remember in 2016 about when there was this edgy content.
I think like in 2016 it started just like going to the, you know,
Yeah, it was slowly
really like strict stuff.
But that's the time when Leafy was, for example, Leafy is here was getting bigger, and what's his name? iDubbbz as well, like at that time started to blow up.
It's so dumb how I actually
you knew his name from the meme.
YouTube has changed a lot. I don't know if it's for the good or for the bad. Like
I would say it's for the good.
Like
nowadays YouTube gives you chances to actually make a living out of it. You know,
that is true.
That used to not be the case back in the day. And their system is getting more strict. You have to follow guidelines. You have to do things that they want you to do. But as a reward, you still get, you know, a content partnership and stuff like that. You can get paid for your videos. You can get ads on them. People make a living out of it, you know. Even though it's way harder to grow on YouTube with original content. Like, for example, we're trying to, you know, grow a podcast. The podcasts are fun, but they're still original content, and they're kind of hard to blow up.
Yeah. Just continue, bro. Just continue. I watch a lot of like YouTubers that talk about their like YouTube life kind of really freely, and a lot of them are like, you know, I actually don't know if next year I'm gonna still be a YouTuber. You know, that's how like unstable being a YouTuber is. You never know when you're gonna get cancelled or when your views just drop or
true.
You could just get banned randomly, you know.
I think that's one of the main reasons why most YouTubers actually when they start growing on YouTube and start actually earning money, they save this money fast to other businesses, real estate, stuff like that. So that, for example, Deji is one of those good examples. He has insane amounts of real estate that he owns, and it's a complete backup for his life. No matter what happens on YouTube, this guy will always have money.
You can't just rely on the videos and stuff.
You can't.
The rest of your life, in a way.
You can't.
Well, you can, but it's like it throws off.
You can start with it, basically. You can get a good start, but getting actually rich or getting more money than usual, it's scary to keep it on YouTube. Yeah. Because you might one day just get banned, and then you're like, there goes all my money.
I would say YouTube is still the best platform for videos in the whole world.
No cap.
There's no way. No competition. Even better than Netflix. Even better than anything. I'm sorry.
No competition.
Even like it's just what can like replace YouTube?
Nothing. I remember there was this something fish clips or something like that. You remember that site?
I don't remember
fish that. Clip. Fishing clip. Jonas. Is it there? But actually, Pewdiepie and KSI are both really big YouTubers. I'm sure a lot of you guys know them, and they said that they are 100% sure that YouTube is gonna keep growing for at least the next 10 years, and I agree with that. I don't think YouTube is gonna die anytime soon.
No,
there is no way, man.
There's no way. It's amazing how like people can start off like from nothing and grow into like a big YouTuber like Pewdiepie, let's say. Yeah. He was literally nothing when he started.
That's the cool thing. They start off as what YouTube. Pewdiepie was a hot dog seller and a student. He dropped out of school because he wanted to make YouTube. He was selling hot dogs to buy gear to make YouTube. So he put everything on the line, and obviously it worked out for him really well. KSI, same thing. He started getting really bad grades in school, and his mom was super mad at him. Yeah. And he just kept going with it. He kept pushing. And to be honest, they both completely earned their success because they did it by themselves. Yeah. No help, no nothing. They did YouTube and they blew up.
Of course, they did have help, but they are like they self-made their own channels.
Yeah, they're the core of their own channel. They had got some help here and there, maybe, but the start of it, like them actually getting some kind of famous energy, is just from themselves. Yeah.
What do you have, like, let's say, I was thinking about this, like, no, because Pewdiepie isn't, in a way, the most subscribed channel anymore. So what do you think about, like, those channels that are, like, corporate?
Yeah, corporate channels, like, you mean, like, T-series and stuff like that, music industry. I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like there's just industries that are trying to sell their content on YouTube too, because they have, obviously, their own, you know, platforms and stuff where they have their music, but then they want to also share it on YouTube, which is fair. But I don't really consider those YouTubers. You can't really. You can't.
There is some YouTubers that, like, let's say, Good Mythical Morning, they treat their YouTube channel like a company, you know?
Yeah.
And they have a big crew, they have a nice set, they always do something really extra and stuff.
That's
like
fine.
That's nice.
That's fine.
I think.
But for example, if you talk about T-Series,
yeah.
Obviously we all have like kind of a hate towards this channel a little bit because
they don't really have like they don't have a creator in a way.
They don't have a creator. They just have a company with a boss and people, and they don't care about YouTube. They just want the money.
Yeah,
it's true.
But it's okay. Like it's a music channel.
You're making your money. Make your money the way you want to.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything illegal, obviously.
Yeah.
Which I heard they used to do, by the way.
They
used to
what it is.
sell illegal copies, but
we're not gonna go into that. You know, it is what it is. 2016 was a crazy year.
I love that year. It's one of my favorite years ever.
It was a crazy fucking year.
Actually, didn't we say this before? I think we did
we did talk about it on the meme
episode. We talked about 2016.
But you remember in 2016 a lot of dramas happened. Like a lot of dramas.
YouTube drama was huge back then.
What are your actually top, let's say, 5 YouTubers all time?
Top 5 YouTubers of all time. I would say PewDiePie, KSI, Gronk, the German YouTuber. He's just amazing. Nigahiga. Used to be a channel that I used to watch probably
that was amazing.
Way too much. Can I say sidemen?
Yeah, you can say sidemen.
Because sidemen is obviously not KSI, but I think sidemen are just smashing. Oh, I'm favoring Logan Paul. I love Logan Paul's channel as well. Even though he does like vlogs and they're good, but that's all he does. So he's not really a YouTuber.
Yeah, well, he
came from Vine and stuff.
Yeah. For me, it's so freaking hard. Because the thing is, how I watch YouTube is every month I find something new, you know? And of course, like, I love a lot of things, like, let's say, science, food, traveling, culture.
But if you said, like,
game,
of all time.
It's like, so freaking hard. Okay.
PewDiePie you have to
PewDiePie is my number one. Yeah. I was from day one and I'm still here.
Love you, Pewdie.
KSI, of course. KSI, I think KSI, like, sometimes he dropped off from, you know, my list, but then he always came back. So, respect.
He's funny.
KSI. Just say trash taste. Then Penguin00. So, you know Charlie, the guy with the white shirt, long hair.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and he has a podcast that's really amazing. Good Mythical Morning has a place in my heart because we used to watch it, like,
back in the day
as a whole family, you know.
Actually, same.
I kind of have to give it to them because they have been there since day one too. So I'll say Good Mythical Morning combined with the podcast that they do.
Very good list.
Like,
it's a bit more versatile than mine. Mine are like all about like a specific person.
Three of the channels make podcasts, so like it's kind of. Yeah, I just love podcasts. I don't know.
And I hope one day we might be able to reach the levels even close. Maybe like a little lower, much lower.
Like,
but
imagine one day that I could have a collab with like Trash Taste.
I would
literally die. I would die.
Yeah, I would.
No joke, I would die.
But you know what? We're hustling. We're trying our best. We're gonna always update you with new content. You're gonna see more and more improvements, and hopefully a bigger audience one day.
Let's go into the drama now. Does any one of our like favorite YouTubers have a lot of drama? Well, one of them had a lot of drama in 2016, and it was our number one, PewDiePie.
Yeah, PewDiePie.
Oof. I think PewDiePie was one of the first ones, because I was watching him. Was the first ones that I like got introduced to drama.
The thing is with PewDiePie, he got done dirty, man.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he got done so dirty because he was at the time, obviously, and he still is probably this. Is he the
biggest.
lone biggest YouTuber in the world?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Beast is gonna overtake him though next year.
He will at some point.
He will. I think next year.
Mr. Beast doesn't want to. I think Mr. Beast will actually delete his channel before he.
You think so?
I don't know. He's such a big fan.
He is a good fan. He said he will never want to overtake him, but he's growing too fast right now, man. But he has like 95 million.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's amazing.
He's close.
But
when it comes to PewDiePie, he got done dirty by media. Because back in the day, in 2016, the media wasn't at all involved with YouTube. They didn't really know about YouTube much. Yeah. So they used to take just PewDiePie, the biggest one, and they used to trash talk him. And if he did anything wrong, they would just make big headlines over him.
The thing is, not even anything wrong, anything. If he did
anything.
Like,
and they would change the words as well.
Yeah, like let's say, of course it was before 2016 already, like, because he was known as the gamer, you know? So even like it was like in news. Oh, parents are fearing that PewDiePie will make our kids play more games because playing more games.
Yeah, back in the day it wasn't.
In the day it was a bad thing and stuff like that. But in 2016, some really bad stuff happened to PewDiePie.
They started labeling him as a, what was the word? Anti-Semist?
Yeah,
something like that. I'll put the word here
and like
or here. They used to call him this word, and it was something about Nazi related.
Yeah,
right?
that one video where he was like wearing the soldier outfit.
He was wearing a German soldier outfit, or some soldier.
Thing is, it wasn't even a German soldier outfit. It was a British. Isn't that funny? Bruh.
Don't move. Thank you. It was British, I think.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that is only like one part of his drama.
It's
I
like
think
gets worse.
I don't remember which drama it was that broke his Scare PewDiePie season 2.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Was it this one or the other one?
The
other one, because in 2017.
No. It's related to this one. I don't know which one you're talking.
Oh, okay. Because he had obviously the other big drama which happened in 2017 when he said the N-word on Twitch.
Yeah.
Right? And that was
not on Twitch, it was on YouTube.
Sure?
He was streaming on YouTube, I think.
Well, yeah, whatever he was streaming, he said the N-word, and obviously people didn't take that well, and they wanted to cancel him as bad as possible. But you know what? Look at him now.
Yeah.
Still there. Still the biggest.
Okay. I think the Nazi stuff got just worse and worse and worse and worse. It started off from him just wearing an army shirt.
Yeah.
And having a prop gun, and people for no reason were just like, oh, he's all right. Look at this. He's a Nazi. And then he played this one Nazi game where the main point is killing the Nazis. Isn't this dumb? The main point is to defeat them.
And that's not even all. Then the year later, he had another drama.
Yeah.
When he was on the Fiverr side.
Yeah.
And
okay, that was a dumb thing.
That was dumb from him. That was actually dumb. But I can't really say it, but he made people say something really
bad about
on logo.
Yeah.
Death to all and something bad.
Yeah.
And he got that. That was bad. That
was he could have just not posted that.
Yeah, and the N-word, obviously, that was kind of like in the moment. It happened in the moment, and you can't really help that.
Yeah, I guess
he was sorry for it. He said he wants to try better.
I think that was his biggest drama. In a way, he lost a lot of money. He lost Scare PewDiePie and everything, but he kind of just went through that drama.
He went through the drama. Yeah.
Nice. He learned stuff from it. He's way different nowadays than back then.
Yeah, and actually, thinking about this, PewDiePie is one of the only YouTubers that has had this much drama.
Yeah.
But none of them were with another YouTuber.
That is
even though obviously there's the T series with YouTube.
Yeah, but that was more like a meme,
I wanna go into beef, drama beef on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. My probably favorite of all time and the biggest one and the one that ended the best as well.
Yeah.
KSI versus Logan Paul.
This is a really
it has a long story behind it. Very long story.
You probably know the best about this. Of course, I've followed this since day one too.
Yeah.
But it's a weird drama.
I'll just go through it really fast so it doesn't take too long time. But it started in 2018 or 17? 17, I think it started where KSI was fighting. No, it was in 2018. He was fighting this YouTuber called Joe Weller. He beat him in a boxing match, and then he went ahead and said,
Jake Paul, Logan Paul, any of the Pauls, I don't care. Bring it.
They were just mocking him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let you fight my dad," and then he was like, "Yeah, I don't care about that," because then he said any Paul.
Yeah.
So they were just joking about that. Then he got actually a fight with Logan Paul in the midsummer, I think, or it was August 2018. He drew with him. He didn't beat him in a boxing ring. Okay.
Yeah.
And then their drama just continued. They make videos to each other, and then a year later they had another fight, Logan Paul versus KSI 2, where KSI actually triumphed. He beat Logan Paul. It felt like a movie. I swear to God, it felt like a movie. I was so happy when it happened. And now 2 years later, and they have a company together.
It's really like just like.
And they're friends. And to be honest, I love Logan Paul, I love KSI. And the fact that they're together now, I guess that's kind of wrong. The fact that they're working together as business partners now is just amazing to me.
Like I would say, I don't really like Logan Paul that much, but like he has grown, he has like become better. Like it's okay. I want to talk about I want to talk about Logan Paul's like drama. Logan Paul, like I remember, I watched him before he became big because Jonas like started watching him because of his vlogs, and he was like, oh, look at this cool guy, he does always some random stuff. And we watched him for a little, and then he blew up, and then he kind of became a dickhead.
Actually, fun fact I have.
yeah. What is your fun fact, bro? Yeah? Tell us.
Oh, fun fact, guys! Nah, actually, okay, fun fact. I used to watch Logan Paul on Vine back in the day.
Ooh.
I watched him before he became famous at all, like literally 2014 when I first watched him. So I'm an OG Logan Paul watcher, okay? Like back in the day.
Yeah, I only watched the first vlogs that he was posting.
But he was like kind of stupid, he was loud, he was...
Yeah, he was just like... The main thing that he was doing back in the day was like doing dumb vlogs where he was like pranking the neighbors and doing stuff, because pranking was really like popular back then. And then a lot of controversies happened. Like it wasn't only one.
It was
like
pretty bad.
A lot of dumb stuff. But then there was this one controversy that actually like that was too much. That was too much. So for some reason, okay, Logan Paul went to Japan to take a vlog. You're like, oh, that's a good idea, you know. Japan is a nice place. Everyone wants to see more about Japan. But then he like mocks the culture of Japan, the whole vlog, and you're just like, damn. This is already a bit too far. And then he goes into this forest that's known for like as the suicide forest.
Yeah.
Because you know there's a really high suicide rate in Japan. So there is like these places that are known to be places where people do suicide.
Literally, they go there too.
And Logan Paul was just like, let's go there. Nothing bad. What could happen? Let's think about this. Maybe in the suicide forest there is people. That's suicide. Oh, no way. There is no way.
No way, right?
But you know, they wouldn't film it.
No, they wouldn't film it.
A grown-ass man couldn't understand what's wrong with filming a dead body. Wow.
That is... like, to be honest, Logan Paul has redeemed himself completely. But what happened back then, it was disrespectful. It was really bad. It was immature. It was very, very like, disgusting to me.
The thing is, other dramas... they're bad because of some words.
Yes.
But he did some actions that were bad.
Yeah, very
like,
bad.
Pewdiepie saying the N-word is really racist, and him doing some dumb Nazi related stuff. But like he went and filmed an actual dead body.
Yeah. And the fact that he actually bounced back from that, and look at him now, not confused. I'm shocked that happened actually. That the fact that he was able to come back from that, because that was like one of the worst things you could do.
That's literally the worst, like the best comeback ever.
Yes, best comeback and worst drama.
I would say like first it's Logan Paul, then PewDiePie, because PewDiePie had a really imagine saying the N-word in the internet.
Yeah, especially as a completely white European.
No one remembers that now. How is that possible? Like PewDiePie just turned into another character. Like in 2016 he was like this goofy, you know, rebel, and then now in 2022
almost February, so
he's now this guy that has glasses and he's like, so let's talk about literature.
And he's getting old, man. He's 30, you know.
But I kind of love his content now. That is more like
very mature. A
bit more mature. I like it.
To be honest, both of them mature a little.
Yeah, both of them mature.
Those are the guys that from YouTube drama they actually like improved themselves really and became better. Well. But what about other people who have done drama and they just died from it?
I want to talk about one guy that actually his whole channel is about being a dickhead. Ricegum. If you're watching this, go fuck yourself.
Ricegum.
I don't know, like it's such a bad channel. I hate it. It's literally the worst channel on YouTube. I'm sorry.
I remember in 2016 when he blew up.
So bad.
He had some fun content, to be honest. But then I feel like this guy is just way too selfish. Selfish and money driven, bro. Like he... Even his music, like, remember there was this time when he was trash talking KSI's music a lot, when KSI was doing probably 15-20 times better than him.
That's sad.
And then at one point he even admitted that he's jealous of KSI.
Yeah.
I think there is one person, I don't know if you know much about him, but he is even worse than Ricegum.
Who?
Alex Wasabi. Alex Wasabi is like...
It's funny.
I would...
Whoa.
Bro, I swear to God, if Deji loses against Alex Wasabi,
Whoa.
because they're gonna fight, I don't know if you know.
I don't know that,
they're gonna
but
fight a match. If he loses against Alex Wasabi, I will personally never ever have anything to do with Deji anymore. I will unsubscribe to him. I will stop watching his videos. I will stop knowing he exists, because you gotta knock out Alex Wasabi. Knock him out. Take his face, patah.
Like there's a lot of channels like this.
That has to happen. It's not... See, but that's the problem. I'm getting actually like triggered. Because Alex Wasabi is the kind of person that he's so annoying that he's getting views out of being annoying.
Ricegum has had so many dumb like dramas that... Okay, of course, he always wants to make money. So he was a part of the gambling drama. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And a lot of people were like... what is it? Advertising like gambling on
YouTube
and stuff. That was so dumb.
Astaghfirullah.
They really got out of easily away with that, even though it's not like allowed on YouTube. And another thing was like, remember when he was giving like the free gift cards after that?
Oh my God.
But all of them were claimed. All of them were like really old. It's so funny.
And the fact that he's still here. Okay, he's irrelevant as flip.
Yeah,
very irrelevant.
We're even talk about him. Yes, he was.
It's funny how back in the day, KSI teamed up on the Sidemen drama. He teamed up with Ricegum to make a diss track on Ethan.
Yeah.
And now Ethan is a G, man. He is doing so good. And Ricegum is somewhere in the bottom. Yeah, so we all hate Ricegum, we all hate Alex Wasabi, and hopefully Deji knocks the out of this guy.
Last year was weird.
Last year was weird, and bro, like in general, I feel like every year YouTube brings something different that like changes. And obviously, if you remember the YouTube rewind, how like it just went from them trying to make something fun and showing actual YouTubers that we care about to them putting Lele Pons and
don't talk about Lele Pons.
Will Smith.
Lele Pons actually whenever I hear Lele Pons' name, my brain like activates like a Winter Soldier activates, and I wanna hit something. I wanna punch something.
Are you aggressive?
Huh?
Are you aggressive?
Yes.
Are you a female abuser?
I'm abusive.
I mean, you're abusive.
Abu Yusuf.
So good.
I love drama. Like it's bad to wish for drama, but like you'd say Penguin 0, he always reviews drama. It's amazing.
I would say my favorite thing or event that's happened from all this drama is the fact that YouTubers are now boxing each other.
Yeah,
that's so
cool.
fun because it settles the problem in the ring. Plus, it's so nice to watch because obviously a lot of real boxers say that these YouTube guys that don't know how to box are ruining the sport, but I personally think it's quite the opposite. They're giving imagine the publicity that boxing has gotten through Jake Paul alone.
Not gonna lie, I just
like,
think boxers are salty because some YouTubers are making more money than them, even though they're not professional.
Have you heard? Jake Paul is the highest paid athlete in the world under 25 years old. That is insane. He got like 40 million last year. Yeah, that's from boxing. That's just he's smashing the game. What can we say?
Of course, like some people don't like the boxing idea because they're like, oh, it's just for money, and it is probably mostly just because of money. But who cares? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out our social medias, which are Instagram. On Instagram, by the way, we have a new idea, which is making comics about the podcast. So definitely go check it out right now. Then we have TikTok, where we post like different shorts from our podcast. Yeah, like funny stuff. And Twitter. We have a Twitter as well, and there's some and clips. Of course, subscribe to this channel, like the video, comment what's your favorite drama, anything like
and
that.
you could suggest us like ideas to talk about. Actually for the podcast. We have some interesting plans for the future. Expansion for the podcast, like we've mentioned a couple of times, and some other content that will be happening very soon. Stay tuned for that. Have a cup of coffee, enjoy your day, and peace.
Peace out.